This is Prentice from Cipher Productions Incorporated. Today I want to talk about control. Control is a touchy subject because right now I'm thinking about the women's movement and women's progression. As a growing adult, I never thought of women as an issue. I always thought that they were just people, no different than a black man versus white man. Black man is no different than a white man. I always chose to avoid looking at gender and color. However, unfortunately, looking at these things past stereotype has forced me into a situation that is really difficult to progress through. Now, this isn't to say that we should go back to that behavior pattern, but I think it's going to take an amount of force to control some of the issues that I've actually been able to view during these trials. I'm looking at top level issues, government, looking at economy, family, and even more so, something that continues to be an issue, feelings. I think about war when it comes to these particular types of subjects. Keep in mind that there are several different countries right now. There are two major countries that we think about continuously in regards to war. Now, women have been allowed in the military as well as the workforce. They have a specific behavior pattern, and I myself have been forced to view this behavior pattern from a perspective that depicts myself behaving in a civil manner on a continuous basis versus them crossing the line on a continuous basis. When I say crossing the line, I mean blameful for things that you might not do. I mean issues that come up. And let me tell you another thing. I also believe that this particular pattern is something that is filtered down from higher levels, and this issue is 100% viewable. In a lot of cases, I remember that a time, let me go back, where you could sit in the workplace and would not comprehend an issue. Now, let's say that the white man, the white male, or the Euro male, the Euro-American male, is at the top of the scale. As a person that's part of a ethnocentric group looking at the white male as a dominant model, when I see this person behave in a lot of cases, although I feel like they're 100% prejudiced, I feel like they believe that they are on top of the world, and I believe that they behave in that particular manner. A lot of times their behavior pattern is not comprehensive to the point where you literally feel like their behavior is phony. Their behavior is without reason. Their behavior is an issue created purposely. Versus women, when they behave, it looks exactly like they're doing something purposely to create your downfall. And this is what I'm able to see. This is the comprehension. And it's comprehensive to this extent. Homelessness, foreclosure, lack of communication, lack of ability to do a lot of different things, using sex for feeling and not what it was God given for, not for multiplying, not for family's purpose, not for the sake of partnership, but just the way that they saw man. It's almost as if they want to just switch roles. This is a major issue. This is a major issue because it's going to cause a disturbance. People are not going to be happy. Sooner or later, someone is going to get angry. Leave it within yourself to behave calmly. It's not going to have to be you as a male to become angry. Sooner or later, someone else, more than likely another male, is going to get angry. Let me explain this. In war, it takes a certain amount of comprehension, an ability to be able to communicate. an ability to be able to physically stand up to negative forces. We got to keep going. We got to go twice as far when it comes to war. Now, seeing that war destroys people, destroys structure, war may destroy government as well as economy. What that means is we might be left with something other than what we know as our structure. Why? Because somebody else wants to take a position that she doesn't belong in. Somebody else wants to do something instead of that is created by man, instead of create their own thing. This doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense why a woman isn't creating her own business in a lot of cases. Why somebody in most cases is actually controlling this woman instead of this woman controlling her own business or her own portion of the government or making her own positions. A woman goes into a male-dominated position, a lot of people are going to be suffering because she gets to the point where she panics. She doesn't really know what to do, and then hopes that other women are going to stand up for her, and in most cases a woman combined together they will stand up, but that is a problem because the minute that a male dominated group gets a hold of this issue, where are they going to go?